Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So, kind of dark in here. I apologize. Yeah, so I probably owe you guys a little bit of an explanation. Where have I been at? I got the flu like about 2.5 weeks ago, and I'm still not at 100%. This flu knocked the living shit right out of me. It was a weekend I was going home to see my kids, and you know, the last thing I want to do is get sick, obviously, while I'm home seeing the kids. And boy, it just kicked me right in the face and kicked me while I was down too. I got so sick it wasn't even funny. I mean, a lot of people that have been following my channel since I've been up and running for several years now know and understand I've got rheumatoid arthritis, and so you basically don't have an immune system, or very little of immune system, because of the medications you take to fight the rheumatoid arthritis. But rheumatoid arthritis, in a nutshell, is basically you have your own immune system attacking itself. So all it takes is somebody to fart next to me and I'll end up getting sick. And so I was home about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, for home time with my kids, and boy, I got so sick. I mean, I stopped counting how many times I was throwing up. I just threw up and threw up and threw up. And so, yeah, it's been a rough ride for about the last 3 weeks, and starting to feel a little bit better now. And so I figured I'd try and make a video and let you guys know I'm still alive and kicking. Barely, but I am. So anyways, I really like what Wargaming did with the multi-core support. I've always had a system that's run really pretty darn good, but it might be just, you know, all in my grape, just thinking, hey, wow, it seems like it runs better now. But it really does seem to run a lot better than it did even before, as in just a lot smoother gameplay, I guess is the easiest way to put it. And I tried my hand at these wheeled vehicles, and I got up to the tier 8. They are not cheap to get these, you know, the experience and get them all set up and whatnot. So I got up to the tier 8, took it out a couple times. I'm not a light tank player. Basically, a wheeled vehicle is a light tank per se. Just don't have a track, you got wheels. Takes a little bit of getting used to when to hit the X button to lift your wheels up and drop them down. When you have all your wheels down, you get that, you know, better speed boost. Like this will do 80 kilometers an hour in forward, and 60 in reverse with the wheels, all wheels touching ground. If you hit X again and bring it up and you go into the unrapid mode, it gives you better turning capabilities, but it drops your speed down to 58 in forward and 40 in reverse, which is still fast, but you know, you just really got to know when to drop it and when not to drop it, because if you're going after a tank and all of a sudden you know, you got that speed going, but you have no turning capability, so you got to lift it up so it drops your speed down, but then you have the turning radius and stuff to follow behind them and whatnot. It takes a little practice, I'll tell you, and I am nowhere near any good at these wheeled vehicles, I'll tell you that. I think this was the second match I had. The first match, my ping, it's a blizzard right now, and I ended up stopping alongside at a truck stop, so my ping is just kind of hit and miss, and it wasn't even worth showing that one. This one was bad enough, let alone that one was even worse. But we hit a Progetto 46 for 231 and knocked out his track. We originally spotted him, and he got hit for 364 upon his spotting. Oh, and it's crazy when you get hit with the wheels on these, man. It's it's quite interesting. You'll have to see. I'm not sure if I get a wheel knocked out on this or not. First match, I got hit by artillery. It knocked all my wheels out on one side, and I could barely move. It was like, but so we lit up a IKV 90B, and he got hit for 800. Originally hit him up. The Cheeto, we originally lit him up, and he got hit for 113. We hit the 3485M twice, finished him off for 442 damage, and knocked out his track and his driver. And 30.01p, we spotted him, and he got hit for 281. And T50-2, we hit him. I thought I hit him twice, but it just says once. So for 232, and knocked out his driver. Did a whopping 905 damage. Like I said, it's light tanks, wheeled vehicles. They're not my forte, but I wanted to at least get it out here for you guys so you can kind of see how it, handles, and, just my thoughts on it. So base experience was 653. It does book right along. When you take off, you want to hit the X right away to get that extra, speed going to get you where, point A to point B, and then if you need the ability to be able to run circles around somebody, then you're going to bring that wheel up again, and that way, you've got better maneuverability to circle strafe people. We had 11 shots, 5 hit, 4 pen, total damage 905. Like I said, they're pretty pitiful, but you only get 1,000 hit points in this thing, I think. Oh, 920 hit points, so almost did my hit points and damage at least. We got hit 5 times. You're going to get penned. This thing has absolutely no armor. We'll go over that just real quick in a minute. Let's see, we damaged 3, or let me spotted 3, damaged 3, destroyed 1. Damage with our assistance was 1558. I thought I shot 1 premium and all standard after that, but I don't know, maybe I didn't, because lost 10,450 credits. But I mean, it's pretty nifty looking vehicle. I'd get a 90 mil for the even the top gun on this one is a 90. I think the only one you get a 105 on is the tier 10. They do change, obviously, the way they look as you get up. This is the one that has six wheels like this, and then the next vehicle up from this is where you get the kinda, let me see if I can bring it up here. Yeah, so you got those, like, looks like metal tracks on those ones there, so you got eight wheels instead of just 6. But this is the tier 9, and then the tier 10 is basically looks just like this, except for it has, we'll go up to the tier 10, it's got the big girth 105 on it, so bigger target to hit, though, that's for sure. This is one of the, I think this is the fastest vehicle in the game now. Yeah, 95 kilometers an hour in rapid mode. So we'll get back to the tier 8 here. So this is what I was able to get it up to. I still got 66,504 that I've got converted. Actually, convert this here. And they do cost quite a little chunk to research them. So like this one here is 191,800 experience just to get the tier 9. So I've still got 121,706 to go. So yeah, if you're going to get into these wheeled vehicles, you really are going to have to buckle down and get a lot of matches under your belt for the experience. But anyway, so just to go over it a little bit, for as long as this guy doesn't hit me. Got a truck pulling up alongside of me, and I don't think he has a clue what he's doing. But anyway, so you get a tier 8 gun and a tier 8 tank. 182 standard penetration, 223 for your premium. You get APCR for your premium, and your standard, which is nice. You get that nice velocity for the round to get to the target. Average penetration for your HE is 90, which is actually pretty good. Standard damage on your standard and your premium is 240 and 320 on your HE. Average damage per minute is 1750. Dispersion is 0.4. Aim time is 1.6. I thought, to be honest with you, that the aim time would be even a little bit better and dispersion would be a little bit better, considering you got basically you're blind as a, I don't want to say blind as a bat, but spotting other vehicles, you're under par for that. And so I thought your dispersion would be a lot better for once you lock on to be able to hit a target, and it's not. It's 0.38 is what mine is with a decent crew. So I was a little bit kind of surprised. The aim time is really good at 1.53 seconds, but I thought that'd be actually a little bit better too. So my reload is 7.41 seconds, pretty standard for a 90 millimeter. Gun traverse is 62.58, and some new stuff down here that we'll have to go over. Let's see, I'm trying to see. Okay, gun traverse is 62.58. Where is my hull traverse? Maximum wheel. Yeah, see, it's a little bit different. So this says maximum wheel turning angle 27. Your top speed is 80 in rapid, 60 in reverse with rapid. Specific power to weight is 33.49, really good. 285 horsepower engine. It's really light. Don't smash into stuff. I bumped into something earlier, and I lost like, I think it was 120 hit points from just bumping into something. So you gotta be real careful on how you drive it around. Your armor is basically non-existent. 13 in the hull all the way around. On the turret you got 16 in the front and 13 the rest of the way. Pretty snifty looking little vehicle. I mean, it's pretty neat looking. Pretty sharp looking, but yeah, you gotta be real careful how you drive this thing. Average damage per minute for mine is 1944. My dispersion is 0.38, and my aim time is 0.53. You got -8 for your gun depression, which is actually really pretty good, and plus 15 for your elevation. We're gonna look at these down here just real quick. Yeah, to switch into your different modes, it's just 0.1 second. It's really fast. I mean, you don't even notice it. It's just like, boop, and you're done. Concealment is 21.81. I got my view range up to 345, and my signal range is 777. I set mine up with gun rammer and vertical stabilizers and coated optics. I tried to help anything I could for the view range and stuff, so I went with the snapshot, smooth ride, situational awareness, and recon. Just anything to help with the view range and for the crew for shooting while we were on the move. But yeah, it's definitely a different animal. Takes a little bit of getting used to when you drive it. If you get on a hill, you got to be real careful you don't end up rolling it, because you can roll these pretty easy. It doesn't have really good stabilization like a tank would with tank tracks. You got wheels, so if you turn it too quick, too fast, you'll end up rolling it over, and you will damage yourself too. So anyways, apologize, I'm just not all into it. I just don't feel too hot. Like I said, I'm getting a little bit better, so I wanted to get this video out here for you for the wheeled vehicles. And if you want to hold on for a minute, I will be right back, and I'll have some gameplay for you. Nothing to write home about, but it'll give you an idea of how it works. So, I'm going to hold on, I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here we are in this Westfield, right? Yeah, Westfield, and we are top tier, tier 8, and it's a tier 6 match, so it's kind of nice, but don't hold your breath. I'm still getting used to wheeled vehicles. It's just like a light tank, and it takes a lot of practice getting used to these. When to drop your speed, your wheels to get that extra boost. Like right off the bat, going up this hill, I want to get there fast, so I hit X, and you can see all three wheels are, on one side are zinging along, and you can see it's got that extra boost, so up to 80. And you'll maintain that speed pretty good. It books right along, and you'll see that, even that other, that's the two-wheeled vehicle right there, the 178B. So we're cooking right up the hill here pretty fast, and it takes a little bit of getting used to once you get up in a position, when to pick the wheel up to give you your ability to maneuver a lot better. So right now I'm still in, it's just whipping it around. And I think here in a minute, I wanted to show you. So I get up here, just trying to get lights on anything, just kind of bouncing back and forth. I should have just stopped. We get shot off at the Progetto 46 and we completely donk it. So basically, I think all my wheels here, I kind of sit there like a bump on a log. What I'm trying to do is trying to see when I got. It's like all my wheels are still down in the down position. Let me take a hit there. I mean, if you get hit in this thing, it's gonna penetrate you. I didn't mean to bump into him there. I'm just trying to get used to the different mode, when to hit X and when to have it, you know, basically engaged and not engaged. And then you can see I barely had that little reticle on the Cheeto, and I was able to lock onto him. So locking onto a target is pretty easy to do. I'm trying to keep an eye on these wheels. I want to see if it lifts up. Very shaky on a lot of my shots still, and that's just because, like I said, I'm still not doing 100%. So probably shouldn't even be playing the game, to be honest with you. But I wanted to at least get this out here so you guys could kind of see what I can and can't do. But you know, if you get hit in this thing, whatever hits you will penetrate you. So don't do like I've been doing, because for one, you don't have a lot of hit points. You got a handful of hit points. So right there, I thought I took it off of the, yeah, see the wheels actually, it is lifted off the ground. You can barely see, it's hard to see. But this wheel is actually lifted off the ground. It's still like it's touching, but it's actually not. Because I remembered I took it off, and you can see right here. Because I went for, I guess maybe that's how it you can tell if you're moving towards having all your wheels engaged or just a couple of them there. So there, we'll take him out, and then I thought, okay, time to boogie down here and try and take out their artillery. And I'm just leaving it in this mode right, or this view, so you can kind of see. And I think I take it out of the fast mode so I get better maneuverability. And I get ammo racked. Somebody just about hit us. And something actually flipped in a minute, I think. Oh, yep, I got shot in the keister, that's what it was. So you can see I got shot and it rolled me. So even if I wouldn't have died from lack of hit points, rolling it over 4 times like that when I got shot, it must have hit my... All I can think is it... I'm not sure, because it looks like... it might be just because the vehicle's blown up, but... I'm just wondering if when he shot me it like knocked out my wheel, and that's what caused me to roll like that. So you know, I did some pretty good spotting, for not playing light tanks. Like I said, I'm not a light tank player by any means, and you know, these are just basically a light tank. It's just with wheels. We end up winning this match, but like I said, it does take a lot of practice running these. If you're interested in getting into the wheeled vehicles, like I said, you're going to have a lot of experience saved up, because it is not cheap to get these little rascals. They're pretty expensive. But, yeah, they are a lot of fun. Just takes a little bit of getting used to. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. And if you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. Again, guys, I'm sorry I'm not 100% right now. I'm like, ugh, just kind of out of it. But I wanted to at least get this video out here for you to kind of get an idea of how the wheeled vehicles work. And I like them. Like I said, it'll take a lot of practice getting used to them. But it's one thing you don't want to do with these is definitely don't YOLO like I did there, because YOLOing ended up getting me killed. You can see the, teams coming down finally, but it would have been a little nice if they would have kind of followed me up there in the beginning, but oh well, what are you going to do? But yeah, anyways, so please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys out on the battlefield. You guys take it easy, be safe, and oh, there's that little guy. Hold on, I'm going to hold on a minute so you can see him, because I know I go on him for a minute. Might as well keep on the replay here for a minute so you can see. That's the tier 6, I believe it is. I go down to him in a minute, I'm pretty sure. That's the AMD 178B. Pretty sure I go down to him here in a minute. I think that gun must not hit for a whole lot because he hits that Lorraine 155-50 like a whole bunch and ended up somebody else finished it off. I know I go down to him here in a minute, guys, so just hold on a second. There we are. So that's the other one. This has got just the regular four wheels, not 6. I haven't messed with that one at all. I don't know if you obviously can't pick up 2 of your wheels, otherwise you'll have to be dragging your ass. But looks like it books right along though. It's a fast little fart. Yeah, he's doing 65. They did take away, they were going to do that boost where you could like hold your space bar, I guess, and hit your gas pedal and it was going to give you a big boost. They took that out of the game. They ended up not doing it because I guess people didn't know like when to use it or how to use it. As you can see, he almost flipped it just hitting that bump. These things they are pretty easy to roll over. You got to be real careful. I figured I might as well hold up and show you this little guy here too while I was on this replay. So it looks like it books right along. Though I don't think the gun hits for that much though. Yeah, that's pretty much it right there. So, but anyways, yeah. So that's the wheeled vehicles. At least 2 of them. So you got to see like the tier 8, and I believe this is the tier 6. Yeah, it is a tier 6. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.